Suing people and entities is becoming more common. Quiet as it's kept, suing is a great way to drive policy and legislative change. However, we do face barriers, especially the disenfranchised and the African diaspora in the U.S. When we talk about the civil justice system, we mean the system that deals with disputes between individuals, organizations, or entities, such as contract disputes, personal injury claims, and civil rights violations. While the civil justice system is supposed to be a way for people to seek justice and protect their rights, there are many barriers that prevent them from doing so. In this video, we'll explore some of these barriers and what can be done to overcome them. The first and perhaps most significant barrier to accessing the civil justice system is financial. Legal fees, court costs, and other expenses associated with pursuing a legal claim can be prohibitively expensive for many people, especially those with low incomes or limited resources. This means that people may not be able to afford legal representation or may not even pursue a claim at all. We'll explore some of the solutions to this issue, including legal aid organizations, contingency fee arrangements, and court fee waivers. Even if people can afford to pursue a legal claim, they may still face procedural barriers that make it difficult to navigate the civil justice system. The system can be complex and confusing, with a lot of paperwork, deadlines, and rules that must be followed. This can be overwhelming and intimidating for those who are not familiar with the legal system. We'll discuss some of the ways to address this issue, such as simplifying legal procedures, providing more guidance and support for self-represented litigants, and improving access to legal information and resources. Another significant barrier to accessing the civil justice system is bias and discrimination, which can manifest in different ways. For example, people may be discriminated against based on their race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or other characteristics, leading to unequal treatment under the law. We'll discuss some of the ways to combat bias and discrimination in the civil justice system, such as increasing diversity in the legal profession, promoting cultural competence and sensitivity, and addressing systemic inequalities that contribute to bias and discrimination. Finally, there are structural barriers that affect access to the civil justice system, such as limited resources, court backlogs, and inadequate funding for legal aid. These barriers can make it difficult for people to have their cases heard and resolved in a timely manner, which can further exacerbate the financial, procedural, and bias-related challenges they face. We'll explore some of the policy solutions to address these structural barriers, such as investing in court infrastructure, increasing funding for legal aid, and expanding access to alternative dispute resolution mechanisms. The barriers people face in accessing the civil justice system are numerous and complex, but they can be overcome with the right policies and practices. By addressing financial, procedural, bias-related, and structural barriers, we can ensure that everyone has access to justice and can protect their rights, regardless of their background or circumstances. If you want to learn more about this issue and how you can get involved, we encourage you to check out the resources and organizations listed in the video description. Like, share, follow, and subscribe to follow us on our journey. We post at least 3 times a week. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.